On behalf of the members of the Alpha Delta Gamma chapter of Sigma Tau Delta at Loyola Marymount University, I welcome you to this special meeting to induct new members. First, I will give a brief history of Sigma Tau Delta and our university chapter. Sigma Tau Delta International English Honor Society was founded in 1924 at Dakota Wesleyan University, conferred distinction for high achievement in English language, literature, and writing, to foster literacy in all aspects of the discipline of English. With over 850 chapters in large and small, public and private, colleges and universities in the United States and abroad, Sigma Tau Delta is the most active honors organization in our field and one of the largest members of the Association of College Honor Societies. In addition to the prestige of membership in the International Honor Society, there are many other benefits of affiliation. Thousands of dollars in scholarship and award opportunities, regional and national conferences, and internship and publication possibilities. One especially noteworthy benefit of membership is that students are invited to submit papers for presentation at Sigma Tau Delta's annual spring convention, held each year in one of the Society's 6 regions of the country. Students selected to present their work in this national venue also have the opportunity to win convention writing awards and to attend presentations and workshops by nationally recognized authors such as Neil Gaiman, Ursula Le Guin, and U.S. Poet Laureates Natasha Trethewey and Kay Ryan. In summary, Sigma Tau Delta is about recognition and opportunity and is dedicated to making a real difference in the life of each and every Sigma Tau Deltan. Our local chapter, Alpha Delta Gamma, was founded in the 1994-1995 school year, marking this year as our 25th anniversary. In the past year, our chapter has experienced a massive revitalization, benefiting both the English department and LMU as a whole. We began the year with myself and Rady as the only registered members, but now our chapter currently consists of 37 members. Furthermore, we have greatly expanded our outreach into the university community. In the fall semester, we hosted an asexual and aromantic poetry open mic night in partnership with LGBT Student Services, providing a space for an under-recognized community to have their voices heard. In the spring semester, we hosted a Black literature exhibit for Black History Month and an international gay literature exhibit for Rainbow Week. And we also participated in the Office for International Students and Scholars Global Citizens Day. We also began a partnership with Ethnic and Intercultural Services and the Office for International Students and Scholars to offer additional writing tutoring services for international students in underrepresented populations on campus. We are currently expanding this program to offer virtual tutoring in all subjects during the current pandemic. On the member level, our Sigmas have accomplished a great deal, and I will be putting together a newsletter at the end of the semester to highlight their various achievements. Now we will move on to the induction of our new members. It is my pleasure to introduce our Vice President, Rady Strong, for the presentation of our inductees.
Mr. President, I have the honor of bringing before you and our chapter 37 candidates seeking membership in the Alpha Delta Gamma chapter of Sigma Tau Delta. I will now read the names of all the candidates being inducted in today's ceremony. Lucia Alcantar, Aziz Alshamari, Jonathan Amiri, Marie Beld, Steve Buccellato, Caroline Calloway, Kayla Conrad, Danica Crean, Sierra Credico, Robin De Leon, Jillian Eversole, Harrison Fisher, Alexa Fox, Chloe Gorman, Amelia Gorman, Rebecca Gross, Garrett Hamrick, Kristen Holland, Sophie Johnson, Lauren Kelly, Jacob Longini, Charlene Martin, Rena McIerney Oak, Maddie Norman, Alexandra Paradzik, Jane Philibin, Jordan Reebok, Melanie Rodriguez, Hannah Stewart, Rady Strong, Falone Van Tol, Skylar Vanderveen, Matthew Williams, and Christine Wooler. Candidates, upon careful examination of your academic accomplishments in the field of English and recognition of what you have already done and in hopeful anticipation of what you will continue to do, I present you to this assembly, to our chapter sponsor, and to our chapter officers.
As president of the Alpha Delta Gamma chapter, I certify that each of these candidates has satisfied all chapter requirements for membership and has all their membership documents in order. Candidates, each of you has been recommended as a person of good scholarship and with enthusiasm for English language and literature, having been presented by the Vice President and verified by myself. Upon your return to campus, you will each receive a membership certificate, like this one, and a pin, like the one here. Please accept these as outward symbols of membership, not only now, but in the years to come. To all inductees, I now declare you to be members in full standing in the Alpha Delta Gamma chapter of Sigma Tau Delta. We welcome you to the fellowship of this chapter and to the large fellowship of the International Society. For those guests viewing this ceremony today, I ask you that you congratulate those inductees you know via personal correspondence. You will now recite the Society Pledge. I will provide inductees with information after the ceremony on how they can recite the pledge to me at a later point. I shall now have the Vice President read that oath.
I shall endeavor to advance the study of the chief literary masterpieces, to encourage worthwhile reading, to promote the mastery of written expression, and to foster a spirit of fellowship among those who specialize in the study of English language and literature, ever keeping in mind our international motto, sincerity, truth, design.
Congratulations, inductees. We will now move on to the installation of our officers for the 2020-2021 school year. First, I would like to thank those who served with me this year. Vice President Rady Stronk, Secretary Christine Wooler, Public Relations Officer Carrie Calloway, and Historian Skylar Vanderveen. Thank you all for your service this year. Now I will name our new officers. Congratulations to 2020-2021 Secretary Skylar Vanderveen, Historian Jake Longini, Vice President Charlie Martin, and President Christine Wooler. I will contact you all at a later point to perform the Executive Board Oath, which I will now have the current Vice President read.
I accept the office to which I have been elected and promise to carry out my duties to the best of my ability and to abide by and support the bylaws of this chapter. In the execution of my duties, the guiding principles shall always be sincerity, truth, design.
Thank you, Rady. Now I will recognize the graduating class, all of whom will receive a graduation stole. Here at Rady's wearing as well. Please help me in congratulating Carrie Calloway, Jillian Ebersole, Rena McKerney Oak, Jane Philbin, Jordan Reebok, Rady Stronk, and myself, Matthew Williams. Sigma is excited to see where your postgraduate journeys will take you. As we prepare to draw the ceremony to a close, I would like to introduce our chapter sponsor, Dr. Holly Levitsky, to say a few words.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you so much. I want to also offer my congratulations. This is a great honor. And I want to just take a minute to really say two things. First of all, where you are now is at the apex of your studies of English literature and language. Even if you go on in graduate school, professional schools, as a writer, right now you're connecting to a lifelong relationship with the English language. And now we're all part of this club. So in many ways, this has advanced you into the level of expert. And that's why we ask you to be careful with this, to be an ambassador for the things that you've learned and that you'll carry with you. And I want to applaud Matthew as well. You've had an amazing president, and he set the bar so high But I'm seeing from the new officers, I know some of you, and I know you're going to meet that bar, and in honor of Matthew's hard work, how much he's done for this particular cohort here, that you're going to, in honor of him, raise it even higher and achieve all that. So again, congratulations. I'm excited that you're part of the group I'm in, Sigma Tau Delta, but also professionals in this discipline who honor the discipline with our excellence, our sincerity, our design, and our truth. Congratulations.
Oops, there we go. Thank you, Dr. Levitsky. I would now like to say some words of my own in the closing of this ceremony. I would like to first thank you all again for attending. None of us expected that this semester would take such a turn, but I'm happy that we were still able to hold this event in some way. This moment in time has shown us anything. It is that the language and the ability to communicate with one another, even over vast distances, are essential to what makes us human. When I began my presidency of Sigma this school year, one of my goals was to reaffirm language and literature as tools of social justice. While I was doing a great deal of social justice work through my role as manager with Ethnic and Intercultural Services and the Office for International Students and Scholars, my life as an academic always felt distant from this work. Yet my experience at LMU has taught me that language and literature, whether it be English, Italian, Portuguese, etc., are essential pieces to social advocacy, and I knew that Sigma could serve as a bridge between academia and the labor of social justice. Though our impact this year might have been small, I'm excited to see how the future leaders within the organization will continue to foster the relationships we have made at LMU, building a community within the English department with the potential to be one of the most impactful on the campus community and beyond. I would like to thank all those who played a role in achieving this vision and the various departments with whom we have partnered throughout the year. I would also like to thank all of those within the English department who have served both in achieving this goal and for their mentorship. Without you, the English program would lack the warmth and vibrancy that it possesses. It has been an honor to serve both Sigma Tau Delta and the English department. And with that, I officially conclude this ceremony. Thank you all so much for joining us today.